So I'm on my bike ride this morning, and I'm listening to Matt Walsh from yesterday. Now, I saw some of the interviews that he played from MSNBC with Jen Psaki, which she's going to start a new job. Not only is she going to be press secretary to the retard and the black retard Harrison Biden, she's also going to work for MSNBC, which, it's kind of a conflict of interest. But, who cares? She's a Democrat and she works for, Biden, who still hasn't been brought up on charges yet, in cooperation, with his son and his son paying his bills and them sharing a bank account. But, so to begin, let's just say that I'm not a Democrat and I'm not a Republican. Many people might, if you've watched my past videos, you would think that I am a staunch, old-time conservative, but I'm really not. I try to consider myself an informed voter. When things happen or people run for election, I investigate them. I look to see if their beliefs and the way that they voted have fallen in line with my own, which I think everybody should do that. I think if you should go to vote, you should have a general knowledge of who you're voting for. I go along with Matt Walsh. It shouldn't just be, it should be, you should have to have a legal form of identification, and you should be a citizen. If you're not a citizen, you can't vote. If you're an inmate, you're a felon, you've been convicted of a felony, you can't vote. And also, if you have no freaking clue how to do it, get the hell out. Anyways, so on the topic of today, which, still is, our kids, and if you're not one that would do anything or take a bullet for your child, then, you're a scumbag. Don't even bother to watch this and go die in the corner. Jen Psaki was on an interview with MSNBC, and she was crying because of the parental rights law in the state of Florida, that the children don't have the ability anymore, with the assistance of a teacher, to, without their parents knowing, or forcing their parents to get on board with the topic or the situation, taking puberty blockers and at 14 chopping their breasts off, and taking testosterone. She was crying about that. So you can see where the Democrats are going. They don't care about children. They are pro-abortion right up until the time the child comes out. Just put a hole in the back of the head, suck out the brain, and crush the skull. Don't take any extreme measures. That child that a man and woman have created and that God has given them and graced them with, they are more than willing to let that child go full term. No, you know what? I don't want it. Or you could be that gay couple where the woman says she felt raped because she had a male baby. That baby's not going to be male very long, and they're suing the place where they got the embryos from. Now, if they do keep it, I'm sure they're going to lop his penis off, turn it into a vagina, and give him some breasts, and throw him on estrogen, and he's no longer going to be a male. He's going to be a thing, a monster. And that's what they all are. All trans that have the surgeries are disgusting monsters. And there have been interviews with them saying that this is the worst thing that they have done to themselves in their entire life, and that they wish they would die. Now, if you can't get behind that subject, there's a lot of other ones to get behind. You have the lead Democrat in the state of Pennsylvania going into a very Republican area in the uphills of Pennsylvania, pushing his transgender and abortion beliefs to these voters. Nobody wanted to talk to him. Matter of fact, in one of the interviews that I read, that when he went into one of the cafes, some of them listened, most of them left. And then as soon as he started to talk about trans and the abortions and taking all their guns away, the restaurant was empty. But then we're idly standing by and letting this retard of a president blame Putin for what? The gas prices? Food shortages? Inflation? It's all Putin's fault. I didn't do anything. I didn't just throw trillions of dollars down the tube and I'm still giving free college to these rich retards who are out there studying what? Friggin' basket weaving? Everybody needs to stand up. Everybody needs to voice their opinion. I don't give a shit what you look like. If people don't like my teeth, I don't care. I quit chewing tobacco almost a year ago when I bashed my brain in on a set of tile stairs, and then remembered the trauma from when I was in the military and have severe PTSD. So I'm not really worried about that. I have no feelings anyways. So if you watch these videos and you subscribe, start making your own. Voice your opinion. Get it out there. You know, get in touch with your local rep. If you agree with them, anybody that's running for Senate, we need to take the Democrats down. We need to take the radical liberals down and take our country back. January 6th was not an incursion into the White House. It was a bunch of idiots taking pictures in the hallways. Do I believe that they deserve that kind of criminal treatment that they're getting? No. Do I believe that Jackson Kanjanji, whatever the hell her name, so the 5 names that she has, should be a Supreme Court judge? Hell no. Because you know which way she's going to lean. And she's going to be even worse than any of the ones. Sotomayor is going to be a muppet compared to Jackson. Pretty soon she's going to start looking like the woman in Chicago. The mayor, governor, whatever she is. She is the most ugliest Beetlejuice character I've ever seen in my entire life. So my advice to everybody is research your candidates, whatever state you live in. And if they support abortion, if they support transgender, if they support CRT, 1619, they support groomers who are pushing your kids in the wrong direction, if you even care about your children, then stand up and use your fucking voice, excuse my language, and let your voice be heard. Make a video, post it. Nobody cares what you look like, how you talk. Make your voice known. I'm going to finish my bike ride.